A federal grand jury issuing the first ever Antifa-related terrorism charges in Texas, indicting a pair of suspects accused of orchestrating a violent attack on an Alvarado, Texas ICE facility in July.
This was a coordinated, planned attack by dozens of individuals to murder police officers. And Larry, a police officer was actually shot in the neck. These guys came and staged a scene at a detention center using fireworks, then brought in long guns and rifles. They were kitted out in bulletproof vests and masks and opened fire at law enforcement. This is what President Trump is prioritizing. We have to protect the men and women of law enforcement. And yes, Antifa exists. It's a terrorist organization. These are the first charges ever brought under this new designation. And this FBI is following the money, and we're going to dismantle these networks.
Joining us now, former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey. Will the left, the liberals, the Democrats who deny the existence of Antifa now believe it?
I don't know if they'll now believe it. I think they believe it already. They just don't want to admit that it's a problem because it's a left-wing problem. But this just shows how seriously President Trump is taking this issue, and also, as Cash was saying, protecting our law enforcement. And one of the best things about this indictment is I think there are only 2 people charged, but they're facing massive sentences. So one thing that this will help, they will want to cooperate, because there's only 2 types of people in federal prison, are those that cooperated and those that wish they did. So hopefully this will allow them to get other people, learn more about the organization, and ultimately keep people safer while deterring other people from wanting to get involved in this type of stuff.
Right. Flip them and unravel the network. Begin to unravel it. That's what we would love to see. But I want to move on to this. Gavin Newsom, podcaster, amateur gourmand, big mad that President Trump is considering sending the National Guard to clean up San Francisco. Listen to this, Jonathan.
It is grossly illegal. It's immoral. It's rather delusional. And increasingly, this president appears unhinged, unmoored by reality and facts. Seems listless. He seems, dare I say, in decline, cognitively, and, dare I say, forgive me, perhaps unfair, physically. And these are just rantings of someone that needs an intervention, needs some help, needs to be stabilized, dare I say.
San Francisco needs help and stabilization, Jonathan. And we brought this up, but Mark Benioff, the founder of Salesforce, said that he backed President Trump and thought the National Guard troops should be deployed to San Francisco. And now some board member of his foundation, a longtime friend, has quit and made a big show of it. However, safety is safety, regardless of whether it comes at the local or the federal level.
You're exactly right. And watching Gavin Newsom, that little performance there, I know he thinks he's cute and everything else, but he has presided over rising crime, incompetence, letting people just rush across the border. And President Trump wants to make these cities and the states safer, and also do what he is required to do, which is enforce immigration law. That Gavin Newsom does everything he can to stand in the way of that. But, you know, for Gavin Newsom to make these comments, and I know he somehow thinks it's somehow cute or clever, but he's the one that's been ignoring major problems in California, and you can't just get away with it with little press conferences and things like that. These are real problems affecting real people's lives, and bringing in the National Guard, particularly in situations like California, where they not only don't cooperate with federal law enforcement, they actively thwart and try to stand in the way of them doing their jobs, is entirely appropriate in this case, just like it was in the other places that President Trump has brought the Guard in.
If anything, Gavin Newsom created a massive incentive for people to cross the border and come into the country illegally, because and it had to end in short order, he expanded state Medicaid to every illegal alien in the state. Final word, Jonathan.
Yeah, you're exactly right. All they've done is incentivize illegal immigration, and it doesn't stop there. There is no benefit that Democrats would withhold from illegal aliens. They may deny it, but there is nothing that they're on record saying they would deny to them.
And they had to shut it off because it blew out the budget so rapidly, and then the Republicans cut off the accounting scheme that Cali was using. Thank you so much, Jonathan Fahey.